Welcome to RamblingWreck.com. Jake Davies is the ACC Baseball Player of the Week for his efforts in Georgia Tech's series win at North Carolina over the weekend. And, of course, the Jackets now head into the home stretch of their season, particularly in ACC play here coming up. Let's start with playing here. Your older brother, of course, was recruited here, was going to come here and ended up signing a professional contract and that kind of thing. How did all that influence you coming here?
Well, it was a big influence on my decision to come here. It was more of a girl, though. My girlfriend, I've been dating the same girl for 8 years, and she goes to Georgia State, and I made a decision to come here and stay close to home because she was here. And the fact that, my brother came here and my dad and mom wanted me to stay close, and it was just all those influences. I didn't really want to get that far from home. I like my mama's cooking on Sundays, so.
Well, we're going to talk about cooking in a minute. This team wins 2 of 3 at North Carolina, and it's, for the struggles that you guys have had and acknowledged and documented, what did it mean to go there and win 2 out of 3? Oh,
it was huge. I mean, just beating them with their RPI ranking and, the way we've been playing in the ACC lately, it's a huge weekend for us. We needed those 2 wins huge just to get back into the ACC race to get in the tournament. I mean, not even the NCAAs. We just need to get back in the ACC race. And taking those 2 games from them, and especially after losing on the first game on Saturday, that third game was huge. I mean, we got waxed on Saturday in the first game, and just getting that third one, the third game, the second one was just a huge part of the weekend and the way the ACC is going for us. We just needed that real big.
You do so many things for this team. What's your favorite thing to do?
Favorite thing to do?
Hit.
Pitch.
Yeah.
I mean,
what's your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing to do is I love coming out of the bullpen, especially when I get my rock music playing. I come out, and usually I come in with either the bases loaded or somebody's on at some point in time, and I got to face one batter, so that's an easy enough time for me. But I really like doing that because I'm a whole different type of person when I'm on the pitcher's mound than when I'm on the field.
Really?
I have this mean streak about me, and I like to get out there. My heart's pumping, 1,000 miles a minute, and that's more exciting to me than hitting. But I love hitting too, so. I mean,
what is it about coming from the bullpen then? Who's the inspiration in coming from the bullpen? Brian Wilson. I mean, because Brian Wilson's crazy.
Yeah, Brian Wilson is crazy, and you got to be a little different type of person. I'm kind of a different type of guy. I'm a little kooky sometimes. I do a couple weird things. I don't pay attention to the rules. I had the beard, had that mohawk. I'm a little different, and. I'm a different type of person, and that's the type of person I am. I come out of the bullpen, I'm just fiery, one of those guys who, he'll dive into anything, running the fences just to get the ball, And the inspiration really is, the Wild Thing, the movie Major League 2, when the Wild Thing comes out and he's changed his whole persona, and he's just got this mean streak about him. He comes out, put the skulls on his glasses, and he's ready to go. That type of situation I like feeding off of, and it's just really fun and exciting to me to do that.
Jake, at some point, everybody in their career, particularly with baseball, they got to choose. Yeah. Have you thought about being asked to choose?
I've had a couple scouts ask me what I'd rather do or what I'd rather be, what I'm better at the next level, and a lot of them have told me I have more upside pitching because I'm left-handed. I mean, that's huge, and I'm not your prototypical first baseman. Most first basemen in the major leagues are 6'5", 6'6", 6'4", big guys who hit 30 home runs a year, and I'm more of a shorter doubles guy, maybe hit him to the wall, not make it to second, because I'm a little slow. But other than that, I mean, I've had a couple people ask me, and it's kind of hard because I just like playing the game, any kind of baseball, man. If I could catch, I'd catch being left-handed. It doesn't really matter to me. I just like playing the game, and it's going to be a tough choice, for me, but I'm just going to have to do what I have to do, whatever they ask.
We talked about Kyle, your brother, earlier. I know he's been banged up with the Blue Jays, but what's it mean to have a brother, sibling, whatever, doing something professionally that you love? Oh, yeah. I mean, what does that mean? I mean, what are the conversations like? Because I imagine it's got to be fairly interesting stuff that not every brother-to-brother conversation is like.
No, it's a little different. He's a lot older than me, 6 years, so when I was younger, it was a lot different for me, being that far apart. But now that I'm older, 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, the conversations changed a lot different, and it changed from, what you do today to, like, this is what you need to be doing in baseball. Like, here's how you need to get to the big leagues. Like, these are certain paths or certain ways that you need to be doing out on the field so that you can get to the next step in your career. I mean, just having his basic knowledge, because he's playing for 7 years right now. This is his 7th year in the major leagues, and he's got a vast amount of knowledge about the inner workings, what it takes to get there, and and stuff like that. I mean, it's just baseball stuff, man. It's a lot different now that he's a dad. I mean, our conversations have changed a little bit more now.
It's a whole lot different.
Yeah, now it's a whole lot different. I ask about my nephew, every time I call him. So instead of, hey, how was your day in baseball, or what'd you do today in baseball, it's more about my little nephew Connor. And I mean, it's changed over the years, but mostly, just getting advice from him on the little things about baseball, like the mental part and stuff like that, has really helped me out.
All right, it says here you want to be a chef.
There we go.
How does one want to become a chef? Is this serious business?
It's serious business. I mean,
or is this just something everybody decided to write down the most bizarre thing we can on the preseason questionnaire?
No.
And hopefully the sports information guy doesn't read it closely and he'll print it.
No, this is actually serious business. I love cooking. I love, it's kind of like baseball. You get in there, you can just throw a bunch of things together and create something that's unbelievable. You throw a bunch of different guys on a baseball team together, and you can create, a bunch of different personalities. I mean, that's what I feel like. Get in there, you can throw, I'm a big fan of grilling too. I love making, barbecue, ribs, smoked pork, anything, man. And I get that from my dad. My dad's a big family guy, and we live, within 20 miles of every part of the family in South Georgia. So I mean, it's like, every Sunday we'd have 30, 40 people over at the house and be barbecuing, grilling. Mom's making all kinds of food at the table, and I was brought up to love food, and every city I go try to find the most quirky restaurant with the best food, or like the little dive bar or something like that has unbelievable food, and it's just something it's a passion. It's kind of a hobby. I mean, like last year, every Sunday I used to have a team dinner. I'd had all 35 guys come over, and we'd have shish kebabs, grill out on the grill. We'd have some jambalaya, throw. Just
and you
everything.
cooked all this? And played baseball?
Yeah, I do a low country boil every football game for the team, or tailgate, yeah. You can drop by if you want some.
So my next question would be, what do we cook for the team? But we just found out.
Yeah.
But what's your favorite thing to cook?
My favorite thing to cook is my homemade chili. Oh, I love making homemade chili. It's a white chicken chili, and it's just phenomenal. I think it's the greatest thing on earth, but maybe, I don't know, people haven't told me it's great, but I love it.
All right, here's the real test. Has Coach Hall had your cooking?
No, Coach Hall has not had my cooking. I try to steer away from that. I don't want him to think it's, I don't want to overdo it.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Jake Davies, and this is RamblinWreck.com.